Hey, all right. So I see some people joining the chat right now. So pretty much waiting on Laudiano right now. So he's a big producer who's been holding it down on the West Coast for a minute now. All right, so Laudiano's finally in. So let's get to it.
What's up?
What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, chilling, chilling.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty much we're gonna dive into your music. We're gonna see what's up. So I have the songs pulled up on my iPhone, and we're just gonna just see just like what it took when you were making it, kind of going through the whole process of that. So before you get on to that, like introduce yourself a little. What you got going on?
All right. I'm Laudiano. Um, I'm a young producer. Getting my dough up. Working on a couple projects. I was in the Pac-Man's project, and I'm gonna start working on another EP with like another artist. But yeah,
Okay, for sure. Can you say who the other artist is, or are you able to? You have to
nah,
keep
I'm
it on the
not.
low.
I'm not. It's gonna be. You guys are gonna find out soon. You feel me?
All right, soon. Could we say? Let me see. How soon?
Probably in a month or two. So, well, that probably drop it. So probably earlier. You feel me?
All right, sounds good. So we'll be on the lookout. We'll be on the lookout
Alright.
for sure. But so I'm gonna take you through. Or I want you to take us through my favorite beat that you've done, Fool's Gold. And for those that don't know, that was released in 2017 on the Cold Devil, taped by Drakeo, Drakeo the Ruler, and that shit was crazy. Anybody who's listened to that knows how fucking hard that song was. And I'm gonna play it on my song right now, so let me know if you guys can hear it. But I got it pulled up, and so I'm gonna be on pause right now playing the song. But while I pull it up, can you tell the people like the whole story behind the song and like where you guys met at?
Shit, hold up. I made the beat when I was in college.
Hmm.
Like when I came home from college. And uh, so I made it there, and then I sent it, and then I saw Draco playing it when he was in jail. This was like before he got locked up, like again. Yeah, he just hopped on it, man. That's all it was. You feel
Hmm. Okay.
me? Yeah.
And how were
Oh
you
yeah,
there?
oh, bro, I got a crazy story. So I met him at a fucking mansion party, like New Year's Eve, like on New Year's, like a couple years back, and like it was the same party where 03 Greedo turned up on the DJ, and like it was some crazy shit, man. It was some crazy shit. Like, yeah, he was like drugged out on some lean and shit, and I went to dap him up. I tried talking to him, but he was like too leaned out, so I was like, oh fuck it. But yeah, like I met him in 03 Greedo.
Okay.
But yeah.
Damn. Okay. Now, I mean, the crazy part about that beat, I mean, a lot of your drums, they're known for being, I mean, at least for me, the popular ones, the ones that I see across my timeline, they're very punchy. Like you really like, you definitely hear just all the drums in it. But with this one, Fool's Gold, I mean, you go damn near a whole verse without any drums or just literally just that crazy noise over the background. Now, was that something that like you had in the beat the whole time, or is that something the engineer did?
Well, uh, I'll have to listen to it again, but the
All
way
right. Do you want to listen to it? I mean, I have it pulled up right here if you want to go through
yeah,
it.
play it,
All right, for
play
sure.
the part you're talking about.
Please kill it with all that fools go. Talking about his two-tone, little nigga, you get tombstone. Fresh up out of new home, so lean on my shoe clothes. Nigga, it get tricky, it bricky up in the lube stall. Bathing ape cape and shit, nobody contain the kid. This that 2016 blood on my mace and shit. Blatantly strangling niggas who like to fake the fuck. Please kill it with all that fools go. Talking about his
See how like it gets punchy a little bit like later into the song?
what is you on?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
you.
man.
Chopper hanging on my
The
little star.
engineer. Well, it was like both of us. So like at first, I didn't put that much drums, and then he also put like this EQ effect where like it makes it sound like he goes underwater. But yeah,
Okay. Now, like, is this EQ effect was that on Pro Tools?
yeah, he did that on Pro Tools, and everything I did was on FL Studios. Yeah.
Now, what did you start off on?
What do I start off on? Like what you mean?
Yeah,
Like when
like
I make a beat?
yeah, like when you first started making beats. Well, we'll throw it back for a quick second. Damn, we got Live and Die in LA in here.
I started on Logic, and then I moved to FL. But yeah.
Okay, all right. And so let's take it back to the beat right now. Now, is there any part of this that's your favorite, or a part that you hear where, like, even though this was released damn near 3 years ago, that, like, you're like, damn, like, this shit still slaps?
Yeah, the bells. I like the bells.
Okay, is there any part, like, is it this?
Yeah, that shit fire. Like, when I was making that beat, man, I already knew that was it. I was like, ooh. Like, when I was doing the little bells, like, yeah.
Okay. Is there any other part of the beat that you want to be going through, or that, like, what you remember making it?
No, I do remember making the beat though, like, on like a poker table, like those cheap ass poker tables. And yeah, it was fire, bro.
Okay. Now, let me see. I mean, I feel like just in general, like, if you're not a fan of Drakeo, then, like, you're kind of weird. So, can you, like, do you want to talk about Drakeo for a second? Like, are you really, like, a fan of his music, shit like that?
Yeah, I started making beats because I listened to Drakeo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I listened to Mr. Mosley too, and I was like, fuck, man, that shit hard, so I need to start making beats, and I did that.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, with Drakeo, it's probably, that's how I knew life was fucked up. Like, ever since Drakeo, like, that whole retrial situation, ever since he beat that, then had to get the retrial, that's when I was like, yeah, life is over. Life's been unfair. Yeah, big free Drakeo, man. Free Drakeo, can't say it enough. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to probably your biggest beat, probably beat that people know you the most for, Respect My Cryppin with Blueface. Now, before we start listening to the beat, what do you remember about making the song? Let's just start about that. Like, when people, like, just bring it up, is there anything that, like, just in general, not even the production part, but, like, what goes on in your head when people just say, like, Respect My Cryppin with Blueface?
Well, honestly, like, what I hear more is hear people play studio, but the Respect My Cryppin, like, when that song was made and shit, the production was really what stood out, because, like, when I was making beats around that time, that's when I knew I was gonna go up. So, like, that's, like, it's really, like, memorable for me. Like, I went, like, a whole week, like, and I made this whole new, like, vibe. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the way I started making beats, nobody's been making beats like that. I was like, oh shit, this shit's about to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I just knew, you feel me?
Do you remember that, like, day when you're like, holy crap, like, this is about to be...
I do, bro. Like, literally, I wasn't even done making the beat. I was like, this is it. You feel me? It's like, but then, like, it was cool that Blueface used all that, but, like, the beat, like, when I was making it, it shit was cool. The song was cool too, but, like, you know, when I was making it, that was, like, the most memorable part of all the shit. You feel me?
Okay. I mean, life's been, like, especially since that song as well, like, life's been a little bit crazy. Now, last question before we actually start really hitting into the song, but last question before, now, like, since then, what has been, like, the moment you look back on since that moment when you really first, like, made that song and you started seeing that, I mean, damn, your 37 million views is crazy. Like, that's just crazy. So, what has been the best moment since then?
Since then, the best moment? I don't know. Fuck, man, I don't know. I just be going through a lot of crazy moments. Like, you feel me? Lots of ups, lots of downs. You feel me? Crazy moment, probably buying a Tesla or fucking the jewelry. You feel me? But, shit, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, I guess.
Can you talk about the ice a little?
The ice? Yeah, man. I bought this shit, like, a couple months after the studio came out, and I was like, oh, Mr. Bust Down, you feel me? Had a bust down Laudiano. But yeah.
Alright, for sure. Alright, so now it's time to get into the beat of Respect My Cryppin. So as I'm playing it, like, if anything pops up in your head, just let me know. Now, for the music video at least, were you there for this? Or
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm not cool with Blueface though. Like we was just working like as acquaintances. Not like we wasn't cool or nothing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything comes up, just feel free to express it. And we got big Donnie Loke in the chat. Shout out Donnie Loke. Jesus. Damn, I didn't realize how much fucking stuff was going on before. Alright.
Yeah, it's like a long ass intro.
Jesus. Alright, well, might as well watch the whole thing this far in. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're just joining. We got Laudiano just talking about making the beat for Blueface, Respect My Cryppin. It's going crazy, 37 million views on YouTube.
Laudiano.
Hey, you guys hear the Laudiano? The rich man.
Give a fuck if he like it, but he gon' respect his crippin'. Yeah, some funny games till a nigga trippin'. Check him off the flow, hide the west side just to catch him slippin'. Pull up, bounce out with a briefcase, it's time to handle business. Give a fuck if he like it, but he gon' respect his crippin'. Yeah, some funny games till a nigga trippin'. Check him off the flow, hide the west side just to catch him slippin'. Pull up, bounce out with a briefcase, it's time to handle business. Janky, baby, I just look like this fucking nigga mean. Play with my respect, leave him wetter than a dream.
Alright, so I mean, pretty deep in the song right now. So from there, what do you remember about like making the introduction to it? How the process got started when you first sat down to really make the beat for it?
No, I start with the piano, and like I always start with the melody, and like I like building up my melodies, and like the intro for that song was like the build up was like, I wouldn't say it's dramatic, but like the build up, like I fucked with that build up, like, you know, got the piano, and then you got the fucking counter melody. I don't even fucking know the counter melody, whatever. And yeah, man, that shit just fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now before so we got a fan question coming in. So I mean, since it's the first one ever doing these live interviews, do you see the pin comment?
Yeah.
Do you want to answer that?
Yeah. Yeah, I already knew he was gonna blow up. Like I saw Deadlocks, and like it was at 60K at the time. I was like, "Fuck, I gotta hit this fool, send him some beats." Like I already knew, you feel me? But I didn't know he'd go up like this crazy, you feel me? But yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, yeah. So back to the beat right now, and yeah. So what were we? Sorry about that. What were we talking about earlier? At least like the last thought that you ended it on about making the introduction for the beat with the piano.
Yeah, we were just talking about the beat. But I got some crazy. Like, Whack 100 hit me like last week, because he thought I had the stamps to the song, but I don't. But you know, they're trying to remix "Respect My Cryppin." I don't know who's gonna get on it, but or if it's just gonna happen. But yeah, you feel me?
Damn, some big news on the way.
Yeah.
Damn, this is crazy. All right, so we're gonna flip the screen back around, get back to the music. And is there any bar in particular from this song? Because I mean, this is where this is some of the bars in here are what Blueface is most known for. That really made the memes go crazy and made just people go crazy. Now, is there any bar in particular from this for you that even when no matter how many times you hear, like, damn, this shit hard?
Shit, play the song.
Die for this shit, baby. I'm a different breed. I never let the beef get cold. Nigga, where's the meat? I'm an alpha male. Ain't no bitch in me. Grown ass man. Feed my family. Any nigga get in my way, I'ma feed him a pedigree. I hold my own, baby. Never need a nigga stand next to me. Everybody a hot nigga till 12 pull up, get cold feet. Stay by myself. Ain't gotta worry about a nigga telling. Stay by myself. Ain't gotta worry about a nigga jealous. I don't even like working with niggas, baby. Cause I'm hella selfish. Big chains. Pieces on pieces. That boy got on the necklace. Alright, nigga talking out his neck till I leave his ass necklace. It get tricky. Fuck it. Nigga finna get reckless on it.
Alright, you can't lie. That line right there is pretty fucking hard. But the necklace, that shit's crazy. Alright, so I guess that's like one of the bars I would pick.
The bar part where he was like, "I'm my own man, feed my family" or something. Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was like, oh yeah, that shit.
That shit's deep as fuck. That's not the type of bar that Blueface would be known for.
Yeah, bro. When I used to work with him, like, alright, now he just talks about some bullshit on his shit, man, or like just regular ratchet shit. But like, I don't know, man. The Respect My Cryppin was definitely like a different song, like compared to everything else he has. You feel me? Like, just the way, like, just the shit he talks about. You feel me? Some real gangster shit on his shit. But yeah, same thing with Studio. Like, that was like a whole different song too, like from everything else he was making. But yeah, man. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, see in the comments right now, like Blueface, while he did like fall off, you can't lie, like he had shit going crazy. Whether like however you felt about it, shit was going crazy for Blueface and everything he had going on for the time that he was up. So that's why we're talking about it right now, because no matter what, views are views.
Yeah.
No matter what, I mean that's the thing. No matter what, you can't take those 37 million views away.
Facts, man.
No matter what.
That song, Respect My Cryppin, dude, that shit hit 10 mil before Laudiano hit like 2 mil. And like, shit. But they just super pushed Tatiana. But yeah.
Alright, for sure. And is there anything about the song that you want to talk anything you want to talk about in general?
That song?
Yeah.
Nah. We move on to the next one.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so we're gonna move on to let me see what we got here. We got Strapped Up with AZ Chike featuring Mike Sherm GBO Lean. Now, what do you remember about making this?
Oh, dude, honestly, that beat was just like a bullshit beat. Like, it was just awesome bullshit. Yeah, I sent it to Chike, and I remember I was at the studio one day, and like he FaceTime Low or somebody, and like he told me like he was gonna put Mike Sherm on that shit. And I was like, oh shit, alright, cool. And then he did it, man. He put Mike Sherm GBO Lean. Shit went out on World Star. It was like his debut song after like signing his the label deal.
Damn, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And what type of work do you have going on in the future with AZ Chike? Because I mean, AZ Chike's in the studio almost every day.
Actually, I haven't been sending him beats like that. But I do have a song with him and Bravo. Unreleased. I don't know what Bravo's gonna do with it, but yeah.
For sure. All right, so we're gonna get to the song right now. So we're gonna play it, and then kind of minute in, somewhere 45 seconds, minute in, we're gonna just talk about it.
Dirty Sprite. I be sipping on this limelight. Don't no clock turn left, get your time right. The bitch a 10, so I took the pussy 9 lives. 8 niggas neck beefing, crying down my timeline. You don't follow come, bitch, don't come over. And don't be talking shit out your come over. Hey, a nigga won't son me getting slumped over. Hey, he thugging off that pill, but won't slide sober. Rock solid, bitch, I'm built different. Hey, off a cup of that drink, bitch, I feel different. Hey, niggas let me hanging and I'm still with it. Make them starve while I eat up this meal ticket. Damn, I done popped out with 10. But that ain't nothing, cause these bitches comprehend. Fuck a friend, bitches stand at FN. Take a sample, then I bring the rest in. Say I'm strapped up and I'm back acting stupid. I'm from the city where we rob, tapping to it.
Alright, so as we're going through that, what kind of comes back up in your head? What kind of shit do you just remember from that whole experience making that?
Nah, I honestly don't even remember making that beat. Like,
really?
Dude, yeah, it's such a memorable beat. I mean, it was such an okay beat, you know? Like, to me. Okay. But, yeah, you feel me? Like, I don't remember sending him. I sent that shit, like, I'd always send a packs back in the day. And that was just one of the ones. Yeah.
All right, so, like, might as well take that route with asking the song. So why do you think it's trash? Like, what makes that? I mean, because this song's not too old. Out of the songs we played, this is the newest song. This is about a year and some change old. So why did for this, like, it just still just doesn't hit? It's just not it for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like too basic for me. Like I think I probably made that beat in like 5 to 10 minutes. Like I really like. You feel me? Like I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it's that bad. I just say it's okay. It's not like crazy to me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't make trash beats, man. Keep it real. But you know, that just wasn't as hot as I thought it would be. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The song went fire. The song is fire though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the crazy part is that with how producers work is, I mean, you might make beats that are in just how music goes. They might make beats that you think are absolutely fire. Like, this is the one to get me a plaque, and then nothing from it. It's just another beat, and then same thing from shit you think is nothing crazy, ends up being millions of views. What are we drinking on right now?
On some water from an Incredible Hulk cup.
Shout out Incredible Hulk. Shout out Bruce Banner. You a big movie guy in general? In comic books and shit like that?
I like, man, shit, I don't know. I like a lot of shit, man. Like, I like Planet Earth, fucking anime, fucking John Wick, bro. I just watched that shit last week. That shit was fire. Yeah, I like a lot of shit, man.
Okay. For sure. All right, so we're going to take this back to the song. This is the last song we're going to be doing with Laudiano, just talking about all the things he got going on, some random questions here and there. And if you guys have any questions on the live stream, a little bit down right now, but if you guys got any questions, and I think that they're a good question and worthy of being asked, then just fire away and I'll pin it. So we're going to get back to the beat.
Cross state lines, packing Massachusetts. He think he fit with his Tavalim suited. Say I'm strapped up and I'm back acting stupid. I'm from the city where we rob, tapping to it. Cross state lines, packing Massachusetts. He think he fit with his Tavalim suited.
Keep a tool just in case I got a fix a problem. I don't never leave the strap and I ain't talking condoms. I don't never leave the house if they ain't talking commas. Gave his son a couple dollars when I fucked his baby mama. Yeah, I'm stupid as fuck. Since he lived by the gun, the Glock suited him up. She don't use no teeth, but she be chewing it up. I'm a fool off the Henny, I'ma give me a nut. We strapped up, let us in through the back door. Glock with no lock, just in case I get back though. Ratchet rap beside me, I ain't talking about a black hoe. G21, that's my motherfucking fat hoe. I don't cuff broke bitches, I don't fuck hoe bitches. Niggas claim it's beef, and I don't even know niggas. Certain niggas you gotta fuck with from a long distance. I was born to be a boss, so I don't listen.
I'm strapped up and I'm back acting stupid. I'm from the city.
Damn. Low key, he might have the hardest verse on that.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah. All right. Now let me see. Got a pretty good question right there. Who is your favorite rapper to work with and send beats to as well?
Bravo. Because like me and Bravo, bro, like I could send him anything. Like me and him, like I've been evolving the sound of my beats, and that's also been like evolving like his sound like on my beats too. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like we work off each other, like evolving, growing, going crazy. We got like hits, bro. Like for real.
For sure. And in the comments section below, let me know your guys' favorite beats with Bravo that Laudiano has, or just your favorite Bravo songs in general. All right, so we're gonna get back to the song.
Where we rob, tapping to it. Cross state lines, packing Massachusetts. He think he fit with his Tavalim suited. Say I'm strapped up and I'm back acting stupid. I'm from the city where we rob, tapping to it. Cross state lines, packing Massachusetts. He think he fit with his Tavalim suited.
I'm strapped up in this bitch with them big toasters. I'm strapped up like we finna ride a roller coaster. Where I'm from, they leave you stinking, that's a bad odor. Hot nigga, but your bitch say I'm way colder. Been poking OG bitches since I got older. High tech got me leaning, young dro shoulder. Niggas mad cause they bitch want a GBO poster. Room in that coochie V8 motor. They don't want problems, bitch we way bolder. Suckers claim they won't smoke just like a freeloader. Until they see that big chop same size of a stroller. Until we leave that face bent looking like a folder. I'm checking fried chicken. If your bitch a goer, I don't back niggas. Call me that front door. No BDK, but we insane. Keep a lot of soldiers with me. That new major plan.
Damn. All right, yeah, I'm still gonna go with Mike Sherm. I think he still had the hardest verse on that song. Yeah, man, he killed that shit. Shout out Mike Sherm. What do you guys got going on? Do you guys got anything?
Uh, damn. I don't think so. I don't even send that full beats, but I got like 4 songs with that full. But like, damn, I gotta actually send beats. Man, I forgot about doing that shit.
Ooh, I think that's yeah. Let us know in the comments, but I think the world could use a little bit more Laudiano and Mike Sherm.
For real. Anybody, Laudiano, man. You know the vibes, man. Come on.
All right, so it looks like we're about to wrap up with talking about Strapped Up. All right, so is there any last things that as I'm playing the song that's like going through your head that now that I'm playing it, because I mean you hear so much music being a producer, your whole day is just filled with listening to music. So when you're listening to this, does anything come to your head now?
Shit, when I listen to that, I feel like turning up. You feel me? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I feel. I feel like when Mike Sherm come on, you feel me? That's like
Mm-hmm.
real vibe. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a couple. Let me see, a couple quick questions. So if I were to play that song in any destination, any situation, any location, where would it be? Where's the best spot to play that song?
Shit, at a fucking party, bro, with bitches, man. Or fucking at the crib, you with bitches, man. Acting with bitches.
Laudiano on the bitches?
Hey, I got a girl, you feel me? I can't be talking like that.
My bad, I'm about to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, and as we're wrapping this up, let me see. So people in the comments, if you have any last questions, let me know. We got one right here. How do you usually start your beats?
I make my beats like I start with the melody, man. I be just trying to vibe out, man. Just pick a sound that sounds fire to me. Do my work with the keys, just be like, I just hear that shit out. You feel me? Just like some real vibe. I've been making some crazy ass shit, man. But yeah, just vibing, fucking, then I put the drums on, whatever. But yeah, I gotta start with the vibe. You feel me? You gotta hit the vibe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now for the vibe, let's start with the vibe a little. So are you like big smoke and work? How do you work? Do you usually do a lot of work sober? What's that whole process like?
I actually do a lot of work sober, you feel me?
Okay.
But, that's what I'm trying to, yeah, but honestly, I do most of my work sober, dog. But, like, it don't matter, man. I'm gonna make some hits, bro.
So what can we? All right. So as we start to wrap this up, now can you let the people know what the hits are on the way?
What hits? Oh, dog. All right, Bravo. His album's coming out soon. You feel me? April 16th, man. I got a lot on there. I don't know. I think I have like 7, 8, 9 songs. I don't even fucking know. I got a lot of songs on that shit, man. I got who else, man? Fuck. Let me think. I'm trying to figure this out. All right, man. Everybody just got really got hits, man. Coming soon. That's all you guys need to worry about.
That's it.
You're gonna hear my name. You're gonna hear the woo. You're gonna see it in the title. You already know that shit's gonna slap.
For sure. All right. So now that we're wrapping up, any last things you got to say for the people?
Appreciate all my fans. Appreciate everybody. You feel me? She motivates me, man. When like all these kids like hit me, be like, "Oh, you my favorite producer," or like, "Oh, I want to be the next Laudiano," shit like that. I'm like, damn.
Ooh, shout out finesse. Shout out good finesse.
Yeah, shout out good finesse, man. Hot shit with him too. But yeah, shout out everybody that fuck with me, everybody like I work with. Yeah, shout out everybody, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, thank you that was a great interview to start off the series. I mean, I'm not gonna show people the behind the scenes of this, but shit is not shit is looking crazy right now. But glad we're able to get this in, and like this shit's actually smooth. Shout out Instagram Live, man. Shout out Club Brona.
Shout out Instagram, man. I just hit 10K, man. Shout
Damn.
out Instagram.
All right, you know what? Fuck it, I lied. So this is the actual last question. Do you remember, is there ever a day, like, because people that, like, especially for me, because I'm going through it, just building a whole following, is that people don't realize how fucking annoying it is and how fucking hard it is. Now, is there any day where, like, you looked at your followers and looked at your Instagram and was like, damn, is shit ever gonna, like, actually start popping off? Because anybody who goes through that process knows, like, every day you're just like, all right, like, when is shit gonna actually start popping?
I don't know. I feel like, dog, just give me like 6 months, a year, or a year and a half. Come on, you'll see it, man. I'm going up. I get like, dude, I'm at like 10,060 something followers,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I just hit 10K like last week, I think, or the week before. So like, it's steadily going up, but like, yo, I get a super hit, man, which I will. I'm gonna get a lot of these super hits, bro. Like plaques, man.
Mm-hmm.
Billboard, top 100, man, number one. When that shit hits that shit, man, you will know, man. You'll see my experience, everything. My bank account going up, everything going up. You feel me? But yeah.
All right, I guess that's how we'll end this. Everything's just going up right now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and just shout out Laudiano for the hits. Shout out Laudiano for all the slaps he's got coming in, and many more on the way.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, about to end this. All right, everybody else, have a good night, and keep on tapping in for these interviews.